Georgia special elections, pro-Trump group, Great America Alliance, misquotes Obama in poll ad. A radio advertisement from an outside group that supports President Donald Trump used former President Barack Obama's quotes out of context to convince black voters the Democrats do not care about their votes in a special election in Georgia's 6th congressional district set to be held Tuesday. CNN's K-File reported on Sunday about the radio advertisement featuring a clip of Obama, reading out lines from his autobiography, Dreams from My Father. Obama actually quoted someone else in the book, but the ad did not place it in context, implying the former president said the words himself. The advertisement began with a narration from the conservative activist Autry Pruitt, who described himself as a fellow black American working hard every day, just like you. It may seem out of season, but all of a sudden, Democratic politicians have started coming around again. We normally only see them every other November, swarming around and making promises to get our vote. But nothing ever changes for us, does it? Here's what President Barack Obama had to say about it, Pruitt concluded before Obama's audio began. Plantation politics. Black people in the worst jobs. The worst housing. Police brutality rampant. But when the so-called black committeemen came around election time, we'd all line up and vote the straight Democratic ticket. Sell our souls for a Christmas turkey, Obama was heard saying. Pruitt then continued, let's not sell out for another Christmas turkey. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Democrats keep taking our votes for granted. In his autobiography, Obama had actually quoted a Chicago barber who made the comments in the early 1980s about the city's politics ahead of the election of the first black mayor in 1983, CNN reported. Great America Alliance, the pro-Trump nonprofit group running the advertisement ahead of the special election in Georgia, did not clarify the fact those were not Obama's own words, thereby putting them out of context. Read, what Obama thinks about Trump, he's nothing but a bullshitter, sources say. Eric L. Beach, a CO chairman of the Great America Alliance, told CNN it was like any ad, those are his words and we want to use his words and I'll leave it at that. Eric Schultz, however, a senior advisor to former President Obama, told CNN's K-File, this spot is a fraudulent use of President Obama's voice. It is a shameful, indefensible tactic that should never be heard on the public airwaves. Deceptively using President Obama's voice to suggest people sit out of the democratic process is a form of voter suppression, and it not only signals weakness, it runs counter to our American values. The election is scheduled for Tuesday between Democrat Jon Ossoff and Republican former Georgia Secretary of State Karen Handel. Ossoff has been leading over Handel in the latest poll by less than 2 points. This special election is expected to be the most expensive House race in the history of United States.